We're live. Look at who are here. Cuddling. Look at the cuddle times that we're having. I was once again studying astronomy in preparation for the live tonight, and look at my state at this time. Look at the kitty cats cuddling, and it's very cold today. It was very sunny today, and I almost went to the beach. But then I decided that actually it's kind of cold to be going outside. Might go to the gym later, but it's kind of really cold. It's kind of really cold. And so I thought maybe we'll do a live. Look who is cuddling. And also, welcome to the live. And we just posted some shorts. So, welcome. And if you're looking at the shorts, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, all of that jazz. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Baji is asleep. Baji is getting cuddles. And over there are my galaxy notes. So did you know that the sun is around 20 years old in terms of how many times it has gone around the galactic center? So I think we're going to talk about that tonight. Some galaxy fun facts, galaxy interesting facts. So that's what I am preparing my notes for. Like studying. I was studying, but it's cuddle time now. Hi, Daria. Daria, thank you for the emojis. How are you doing? Hi, William. William says emojis. Daria says emojis. Thank you. Thank you. A kitten almost damaged. Aww. Evil eye removed on my precious baby here. This is my baby. This is my most precious child. This is my precious child. Hi, Wilbur. Kitten Kyle 1789 says, "Oh, he or she's so cute. This is my precious child. It's my precious child." Hi, Roman Cuz. Thank you, William. Thank you for the emojis. Cross says hi. Hi. Sans has been summoned. Says hello. Hello. Unknown says hi. Hi, Unknown. FN says, do you have any problem with the fur? I have a lot of vacuums. Let's just say that. Martha says, hello. Hi, William. Hi, Wilbur. Hi, Rafaela. Puckluck. Hello. Subscribe. Is that what you're saying? Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you. Martha says, please. Hi, Martha. How are you? Martha. Hello. Rafaela, Wilbur, William, FN. So I wouldn't say there's really any problem with the fur, but yeah, there is a lot of fur. but I have a lot of vacuums. I have a Roborock upstairs. I have a Roborock downstairs. Oh, Fujibaba got stimulated, overly stimulated. So I have the automatic vacuum cleaners doing their thing. Also, I do my own manual vacuuming as well. So it's not too bad. Hi, Molly. Molly love. Molly love. Hi, Martha. Molly love says, hey. Molly, it's been a while. How are you? Josie says, so cute. Thank you, Josie. Manu says, oh wow. Hello, sweet cats. Thank you, Manu. Sadie says, oh, thank you. Josie says, love. Molly says, I'm back. Thank you for liking the live, by the way. I really appreciate it. Thank you for liking. Thank you. Thank you. Look at Baji's over here. Baji's a ball next to my astronomy notes. Baji's a ball right now. And Fuji's getting chin scratches, little chin scratches. Molly, how is school? Molly, how is school? Manu says, what are their names? They're so adorable. This one is my precious Baba Fuji. And this one is Baji. And I also have Suji upstairs. And thank you so much. And thank you to the universe for my kitty cats. And my precious children. You wanna bite mama? Here you go, baby. Here you go. Yes, Fuji. Fuji likes to bite me. I'm getting ready for a Beetlejuice play I'm in. Mr. Pop-Tart. Hi, Molly. Hi, Manu. Hi, Josie. Hi, Pop-Tart. Fuji and Baji. So no, Fuji is F-U-J-I and Baji is B-A-J-I. See that? Buju, 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 buju. Little neck scratch. A little neck scratch, scratch. Little neck scratch, scratch. Fuji and Baji with a B. B for boy. B for Baji. Baji boy. Right there. See? Baji is with a B. Cross. Hi, Cross. Hi, Pop-Tart. Cross says I have 2 cats. Wow. Tigress says Poland, hello. Hello, Poland. Hello to Poland. Welcome to Poland, if that's where you're from. Manu says, oh, sorry, no worries. Josie, hi, cute. Thank you for the emojis, Josie. Fuji's a Royal Bengal tiger. Yeah, to me, loyal Bengal tiger. To me, loyal Bengal. This one is a loyal Bengal tiger. Loyal. He's a loyal. Are you a loyal? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are. Mama loves you. You're most precious baby. You're my most precious. My precious, my child. Okay, baby. Mama will not disturb you. Fuji is asserting dominance. He owns the house. Yes, he's a Royal Bengal. He's a Royal Bengal tiger. Right here, baby too. Baby. Baby too, baby. He's white. White belly. I'm sorry, Fuji. I'm sorry. Fuji has very strict boundaries. I am sorry, Fuji. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I won't scratch your chin. Please forgive me. Look at Baji. He doesn't get irritated with me. What Fuji does. Fuji baby, mama misses you. Oh, he was here. I gave him too much chin scratch. It's very difficult to control the chin scratches around here because his chin is like the most precious chin ever. Thank you for liking the live. All right, Baji, is it your turn? Is it your turn? Okay, now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. Baji over here is extremely cuddly. Baji can be given unlimited scratches. He doesn't care. Fuji has a limit. Fuji has boundaries. Fuji has strict boundaries. And during the day, like during the middle of the day, he has very strict boundaries. Too much chin scratch and he goes over there. He doesn't tolerate it. Baji, on the other hand, he snags a lane. Like in the swimming pool, you know how you can, if all the lanes are busy, you can still like get into one of the lanes and be like, hey, can I share the lane with you? And then eventually that person is done and you get the full lane. That's what Baji is. He knows how to snag a swimming pool lane. He knows that the full lane is gonna be his lane. And so he patiently waited right here. He patiently waited right here, knowing fully well that his turn is coming. And that mommy's lap is gonna soon be his lane. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And Baji likes very big scratches. Baji likes a lot of scratches, back scratches, head scratches, all kind of scratches, and he doesn't mind. He never gets irritated by the scratches. Which is fine. Everybody's different, you know. We respect boundaries. We respect you, Fuji. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you're mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I miss you from over there. I miss you from over there. In the meantime, Baji's getting unlimited scratches because he just does not care. He just loves love. He's very chill. Baji's very chill. He's the youngest. And he's a very needy baby. So if he doesn't get enough love from everybody, like he needs love from everyone, the cats, the humans, everybody. If he doesn't get enough love, he cries and doesn't stop crying. Like he will cry and cry outside my bathroom door. Sometimes he makes me hold him while I'm using the bathroom. The whole time. Yeah. So, if he feels ignored, he just cries and cries. And eventually it's too much. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, at first I'll be like, try to verbally be like, hey, you know, give me a minute. 1 second, Baji. But no, he keeps crying. He can't, he has a lot of anxiety, separation anxiety. So he feels triggered and abandoned. So he has to be, He used to make me, he's much calmer now. He used to make me hold him and carry him around while I did my chores. This one right here. This one right here. Right here. This one. Very needy right here. Extremely needy, baby. Look at him. How? Cross says my cat is a fluffy one. Okay. Oh, fluffy kitty. So, today, when we go live, we will talk about galaxies and we will talk about our galaxy. Baji. 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 So, if you need to give unlimited scratches to a kitty cat, then you need a cat like Baji. You need a cat like Baji. Baji, 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 Baji. Baji, are we going to talk about the galactic center today? I think we will. We will. At least briefly. We will briefly. We will briefly talk about the galactic center and Sagittarius system. Oh, Baji is falling asleep with you guys. He is slowly drifting off, drifting into dreamland. He's dreaming about Purina Pro. He is in dreams, dreamland, Baji. A dream has come true for Baji today. He dreamed of snacks and lunchtime, and that dream hath come true. He also dreamed of a lap time. I'm sorry to hear that, Cross. It's cold. Look at the snow out there. It melted a little bit in the sun today, but it's cold. We're in cuddle mode. Ooh. Can we get 20 likes? Please like the live. Oh no, Fuji. Hi, Fuji. Hi. We just did snacks. Oh, Fuji. I'm so sorry. I am so very sorry. Oh, Fuji, Fuji. I am so sorry. Fuji Baba is complaining to me that I gave him too much chin scratch and not enough snacks. But I did, give them lunch and snacks. He's just not fully satisfied at the moment. He is feeling like there could definitely have been more snacks. Oh, God. Is anybody having a snow day today? Anybody having a snow day? Hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Please like the live. Thank you so much. Please like. Thank you for liking. How exciting to be hanging out for a little bit. Can have a quiet hangout. A quiet time. We will talk more at night. We will talk more. Look at that. I was studying and Baji's in a cuddle mode right now. Baji's in cuddle mode. Look at where his face is. Look at where his face is. Molly. Bye. I have to go to practice now. Okay. That sounds good. Okay. We can read a little bit. We can. We can read a little. So, we will look at this in more detail tonight, but let me give you a little preview. So our galaxy's total luminosity of 23 billion solar luminosities is fairly bright as galaxies go. So pretty bright galaxies. What phone do you have? It's a pretty old phone. Why do you ask? Is it bad? Is the quality okay? So, if all the stars in the Milky Way galaxy were identical to the Sun, then we would conclude that our galaxy contains 23 billion stars. Now, of course, they're not all identical to the Sun. However, most stars are dim, little M dwarfs that contribute little to the total luminosity. So, not every star is the same, and some of the stars in our galaxy are dim, little M dwarfs. And the best current estimate is that our galaxy contains around 200 billion stars. So, just about 200 billion with a B. B for Baji. So if you could view the Milky Way galaxy from outside, which we can't. So last night I was showing you this picture of our galaxy. It's an artist's impression of our galaxy because, of course, we can't really take a picture of our own galaxy from the outside because then we would have to send a spacecraft or something outside our galaxy and then take a picture of us from outside. So since we're in the Milky Way galaxy, we can't really take a picture of it edge on from the outside because we would have to go a very large distance to reach outside our galaxy, and we haven't really achieved that yet. Even going to something like Pluto is actually a really big deal. It's a very far distance. So when we started to go, as far out as some of the Jovian planets, even in our own solar system, so, Jupiter and beyond, even that is actually a very large distance for us to traverse. So going outside of our galaxy to take a picture of our galaxy, like that song, Let Me Take a Selfie, that's going to be kind of hard because it would entail going very far. But we do take pictures of other galaxies that we can look at, whether it's edge on or at a different angle. And we have been able to take images of, their food is about to fall. We have been able to take images of some other galaxies that are kind of similar to our galaxy. And look at that. Their snack has fallen. And that has given us some idea as well. But after doing certain estimations and investigations, as far as we can tell for our own galaxy, we think it has around 200 billion stars. So if we could view the Milky Way galaxy from outside, oriented so that the disk were edge on, because also another description of our own galaxy is that it's a disk-dominated galaxy, where our galaxy basically has these three main parts: a disk, actually a thin disk, a thick disk, if you will, a bulge, which has to do with the galactic center, and what we call the halo. The halo. So those are some of the components. Those are the main components of our galaxy. So the disk is where a lot of the stuff is in our galaxy. A lot of the stars are, and we will see how when we look at more galaxies, not every galaxy has this type of shape or this type of geometry or configuration. This disk domination, if you will, is sort of a feature of spiral galaxies like our own. Okay? And we will look at a couple examples actually, so you won't be, you know, in the dark about this for much longer. So notice, or we will notice in a little bit here, that there will be certain things about the dust and where the stars are and things like that. But basically, if we could see our own galaxy, we think it would look a lot like this particular galaxy I'm about to show you, which is called the NGC 891 galaxy. And there is a prominent dust lane that's running down the middle of the galaxy. And it is generally true for disk-dominated galaxies, like our own galaxy, the Milky Way, as well as this NGC galaxy I'll show you, that the gas and the dust is confined to a much thinner disk than the stars. So here is NGC right there. So NGC 891 is a galaxy that we're able to look at edge on, and we think that it looks a lot like that our Milky Way would look a lot like this galaxy if we could see it edge on, which of course we can't because we're in the Milky Way. So, but this disk domination, a lot of the stuff being in the disk of the galaxy, and the gas and the dust being confined to that, to the much thinner disk than the stars. And we will look at the artistic impression of the Milky Way too. We looked at it last night. There's a lot of spiral arms, and they have all different names, and a lot of the star formation are in those arms. So if we could view the Milky Way galaxy oriented so that the disk were face on, it would probably look like the galaxy M83. So another galaxy now. We looked at the NGC 891 galaxy edge on. That has a certain look, what we just saw. In a second, I'll show you both now, both NGC and M83. And M83 is like looking at a spiral galaxy, but face on. So we can face the spiral now. And because we have an ability to take images of these other galaxies, because we're not in these galaxies, we can look at them, depending on the galaxy, at a different angle. So NGC, we look at it edge on. M83, we look at it face on. And in that orientation for M83, we can see clearly that the most striking feature of the galaxy, similar to the Milky Way galaxy, is their, of course, spiral arms. So we think our Milky Way too has these spiral arms. And that's the whole, main thing about a spiral galaxy. And the disk-dominated galaxies like M83 and the Milky Way galaxy are thus referred to as spiral galaxies. So see, that's the Milky Way artistic impression, spiral galaxy right there for us. And then this is NGC 891 and M83 below it. The top one, we're looking at it edge on. The bottom one, we're looking at it face on. And both are considered to be kind of similar to our own galaxy, the Milky Way. But we don't have the luxury of taking pictures of the Milky Way from the outside, because for that, we'd have to go outside of it. So images taken at radio wavelengths indicate that the atomic and molecular gas tend to be concentrated along the spiral arms. Lots of spiral arms. And in these arms, interesting activity is happening. Lots of atomic and molecular gas concentrated right there, with lower density ionized gas filling in the regions between the arms. So the lower density ionized stuff is between the arms, but a lot of the lot more of the stuff is in the arms. So that's in the radio wavelengths, what we see. If you take images at ultraviolet and blue wavelengths, then that would indicate that a lot of the luminous, hot, and short-lived O and B stars, types of stars, that are short-lived, very luminous, also tend to lie along the spiral arms. So radio wavelength shows us there's a ton of gas in the spiral arms. Ultraviolet and blue wavelengths show us that there's a ton of luminous, hot, and short-lived types of stars in the spiral arms. That too, some very stars that are sort of hot, luminous, short-lived, in a certain more active part of their life cycle. So, spiral arms are star-forming factories, is what we say. Lots of things going on in these spiral arms, and they are regions of huge, great activity compared to the other parts, and we call them star-forming factories. We were part of such a star-forming factory as well, and we formed from some gas cloud nebula thing, and that came definitely from the death of some star, which spews a lot of material into the interstellar medium. So we're all eventually, we're all definitely the remains of prior stars. All of the material that make us up is from stars that used to live and then died and exploded and put material out into the interstellar medium. So sometimes such material will form gas clouds, nebula, and live in such spiral arms of such spiral galaxies, for example. And later on, that can condensate to make something like our sun and us, the planets. So I'll show you where we are on this galaxy. We are a very insignificant part of this galaxy, but we're pretty special in the sense that we're here. Yay. But the spiral arms are star-forming factories. They're where the dense molecular clouds are converted into stars. So something like what I was just now saying, the dense molecular clouds that can exist in these spiral arms can sometimes condensate into something like our own solar system. That's exactly what happened, we think, for our own solar system. The sun is located in a short stub of a spiral arm. So now we're talking about our sun. The sun, the sun here has set, so it's a little dark now. But this is our galaxy, sort of the center is right there, and the sun is right there. So the sun is kind of in one of the short stubs of a spiral arm, and it's not at the center of the galaxy. It's off to the side. That's where we are. So the sun is located, and right now in the sky, the sun is located sort of not very up in the sky. It went down, so now it's dark here in Boston. So, but in this picture, it is here. So the sun is located in a short stub of a spiral arm, usually called the Orion spur. So there is a lot of names given to all these spiral arms and whatnot, and we are part of a short stub of the bigger arm is called Perseus arm, and the stub that we are on is called the Orion spur, which is nestled inside the Perseus arm. The Orion Nebula, which is a local hotbed of star formation, is also situated within the Orion star. So we have a nebula in our same vicinity of the galaxy. It is called the Orion Nebula, which is another local hotbed of star formation. Nebulas, as you know, can eventually cool down, condensate, and make stars and planets and things like that. So that could be happening in our own vicinity. Of course, it's still going to be a very far distance away from us, but that's what's in our neighborhood. And yeah, so that's a little bit of a preview for you on our discussion tonight. We will talk about our own galaxy. We will look at these pictures in more detail. I'll explain some more things about our own galaxy, including but not limited to the fact that there is... actually, we will do a little bit of a calculation. Nothing too complicated, just something to do with our sun and how it goes around the galactic center. So we are about 8 kiloparsecs from the galactic center. We're not at the galactic center or even near it, like not super close to it. We're kind of to the side of the galaxy. So, and we're going around the galactic center. We actually have an orbital speed for the sun around the galactic center. It is around 220 kilometers per second, or 225 kiloparsecs per giga-year. So quite a bit of a distance every billion years or so. And so the other thing with that is, you know how when the dinosaurs were on Earth? Yeah, we were at a different point in the galaxy at that time. So right now we are here, but because we're going around the galactic center, we would have actually been on the other side of the galaxy when the dinosaurs were on the Earth. So yeah, pretty interesting. So we will talk about how many times the sun has gone around the galactic center, given that the sun is only 4.6 billion years old. In giga-years, the sun's age is 4.6, and it has gone around our galactic center just over 20 times. So it's sort of like a 20-year-old in the galaxy. Because we go around the sun, that's how we count our own age. Well, the sun goes around the galactic center, and it has only done that about 20 times. So the sun is around 20 years old in that sense. Everything is a little bit relative, So we will kind of get into this a little bit more, and go through this bit of calculation math type thing, and then that will lead us into dark matter in our own galaxy. And we actually have kind of looked at this in the past as well, so not a big deal. not a hugely new thing, but I think some people haven't really seen it yet, so that's why we'll cover it again. But that will be what we do later tonight, and I will show these pictures a little bit in more detail, talk a little bit more about our galaxy and the fact of where we are in the galaxy and where everything is, and what is our age, and how many times we've gone around the galactic center, and also some of the things to do with orbital speeds and luminosity in the galaxy will actually lead to the discovery that there is dark matter in the galaxy. So we will briefly touch upon that, and then I think I will talk a little bit about Sagittarius system. Why not? So Sagittarius star is the name of the black hole. So sometimes I forget exactly which page it's on, because when they first, there we go, Sagittarius A West 462, page 462. So when they discovered Sagittarius, it was the discovery was related to some very bright stuff coming from the galactic center. And oh, that's right. This part of the topic is called the nucleus of our galaxy. I have notes on this, but I somehow forgot. So they actually found that our galactic center is, of course, very bright in radio waves, strong radio source. And lo and behold, that is how we discovered Sagittarius A star, which is literally, that's how it's pronounced, Sagittarius A star. And the leading hypothesis, so it's kind of ironical because black holes are objects that don't let light escape. So you would think that they would be very dark and black. But in this case, what we see is around this black hole is very bright because the black hole is a very extreme one. It's a supermassive black hole, is pretty much the hypothesis of this. And it is accreting gas. It's basically constantly eating material from its neighboring objects. So all this falling material produces the strong radio signatures and X-ray signatures too, I believe. Yeah, X-ray as well. So being so bright in and around the black hole is what kind of gives it away in the end. So we will kind of mention about that too, I think. Always fun. Always fun to look at our own galaxy's black hole. And I mean the galactic center supermassive black hole, which is a more special black hole than just a normal black hole. So we will talk about all this soon here. And by soon, I mean probably tonight. So thank you for being here. And thank you for joining the live. I'll let you look at this picture since you're already here. Why not? Since you're already here, you can look at the artistic impression of the Milky Way. And we will discuss this further. It's a little blurry. Maybe that's better. And the phone is charging. Very good. We are here. Oh yeah, can you please like the live? That would be amazing. Oh, hi, Cross. Hi. What's up? I didn't see your comments until right now. Oh. Then you can look at M83 as well. Face on. Yay. And here is NGC 891. And here is M83. We just talked about them. So you can rewind the live to hear the short discussion we just had about these galaxies. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We will be back live tonight.